And all these cooking videos and food videos are really popular all over YouTube. I wish I could have that kind of success. Maybe I should think about doing my own cooking videos. I mean, after all, I think chicks really dig guys who can cook. Maybe I could become like, a big successful cooking YouTuber and get a bunch of subscribers that way. I can go from like 10 scrabbles to, 20 scrabbles even. I could be that successful. The problem is, I don't know how to cook. And I don't have all the proper ingredients to make fine meals like some of these people. What could I possibly do?
This is our main cooking area.
Yeah. I really like this guy. I really like his demeanor. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I could totally get down with doing something like this for sure. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. I think I might try and do something like this. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to Cooking with the Water Critic. Now, I don't have that much cooking expertise, but after watching a bunch of cooking videos on YouTube, I have decided that I'm going to try and do my own little cooking show on a budget, seeing how I'm not a famous YouTuber, internet personality yet. So I'm going to show you how to make delicious food on a budget. The first concoction we're going to try is making homemade quesadillas. But the only key ingredients we have this time are Hers sour cream onion chips and a can of Easy Cheese. And you'd swear that it's like having the exact same thing as a real quesadilla. Just you wait and see when we prepare this. Okay, so what you have to do is you just have to get some of them. Got a couple of these. So first you just gotta get some of these onion chips together like so. And then we're going to make them kind of like a little sandwich, but with the cheese whiz sprayed in between. It's pretty much exactly the same as a quesadilla, I guarantee it. And what you do is you squeeze some of the squeezed cheese onto the chips, and there you go. And then you just put them on top of each other, like so. And that's just one of a couple. We're going to make at least 2 more for these. There we go. Doesn't that look good? And next up what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the microwave and just put that in for about roughly 20 seconds or so. And then we'll have a delicious homemade quesadilla on our hands. There we go. That's it's a lot spicier than I expected. You might notice that it definitely looks like the cheese has melted a lot. So that's a good thing because that's what you want in a quesadilla. Alright, so look at that. It's fused perfectly, putting the chips together kind of like a little chip cheese sandwich. Oh, it tastes just like a good old Taco Bell quesadilla right there. Just tastes exactly like it, exactly the same. The onion from the chips and the cheese melt so perfectly. And the next thing we're going to do is have a delicious souffle. But the only ingredients we have on hand are some sugar and a Jell-O pudding cup. It'll be exactly the same as having an actual delicious souffle. Okay, so now here's the souffle. We got the pudding, and over here we got some sugar. So you want at least like about, I don't know, 2 spoons worth of sugar to give it its flavoring. So just dump that in there like so. Go for a second spoonful, and then you just try to mix it in there as best as you can. Oh yeah, that looks real good. And just like the quesadillas, we're going to put them in the microwave, and I put them in for about 20 seconds or so, and then you'll have a delicious souffle, just like how you have a delicious quesadilla on your hands. That should be enough time for our souffle. It's very lukewarm. It's not too hot, not too cold. So tried mixing the sugar into the pudding as much as possible. It's got a nice thick texture to it. So let's give this a taste. Yeah, it tastes just like a souffle. Keep in mind, I've actually never had a souffle before, so I don't really know what a souffle is supposed to taste like compared to this. I think I should have mixed the sugar in a little bit more. For our next segment on Cooking with Water Critic, I'm going to show you how to make a full-on deep dish pizza with pepperoni in record time. And again, this is all on a budget, and I'm going to show you how I personally am going to make this myself. Yeah, Domino's. Yeah, I was wondering, can I have a deep dish pizza, and like anything you got on it is fine. Like if you have like pepperoni, I don't know, like any kind of toppings will be all right. Also, can you get me in contact with like a big partnership like BuzzFeed or something like that? I want to become an internet personality with as like little effort as possible, please.